Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 45 about Let's Play the game known as... I forgot the name. Vampires, no, what is it? Vampire Bloodline Massacre 2, no, Vampire the Massacre. Not Massacre, I'm going to Massacre again, aren't I? The Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. There we go, okay. No one doesn't see that murder now, so I'll have to go down and see that murder. I'm IVATOPIA. Like I said, this is episode 45. I'm recording this half an hour after the last episode, the 11th of December. Let it open. Oh, do I go in the street for the massacre? For the, well, I guess it's a massacre, it's a murder. Or is it in here? I'm thinking it's in the street somewhere. Well, not in the street specifically, but you know, leave this building, find a building that's in. Hence, go down the street. Just checking there's nothing else in here. Nope.
Off to Pioneer Square. Someone must have given me the exact address, I guess. Maybe Tully. But it would have interrupted the whole dramatic scene with Campbell.
Okay, how do I... Okay, there. Not anything else I need to do I? Did I just buy... Oops, sugar. Oh, that's how I should put that over it. That in progress.
There was a case waiting for me at Pioneer Square.
They're just the people I go to all night. Where's the police station? Yeah. If I need a drink.
There was a case waiting.
I guess I don't really need that right now. Just full of everything. Because I can't jump on nothing. Because I am currently Fabian. It's almost there. What are the footprints in the snow? The footprints in the snow.
The address I had was in a set of down-at-heel apartments, hardly ever used. My buddy Reggie was a fixture of the square, and I often dropped by for a little pick-me-up. I wondered if he'd seen any comings and goings.
It's supposed to be.
Reggie was around here somewhere.
So we also check Reggie first. Okay, we'll do that. Yo, Reggie!
Snow makes it all feel darker at night.
You're saying that? I thought it was going to you.
Evening, Reggie.
Hey, Reggie.
Mr. Fabian,
Yep, that's
I
me.
hope your God is being good to you, because mine is to me.
It is. Anyone going to the apartment over there?
Reggie, old buddy. Anyone go into that apartment over there in the last few hours?
Huh? Well, I mean...
Yes? No? Pretty much full?
You okay, Reggie?
He's wiped your memory.
This was not normal, even for Reggie.
Oh, I don't go to the apartment.
You okay there, Reg? Nothing coming back to you about the apartment?
I'm going to use the power on him.
There's... No?
This was even stranger than usual. That mind was fogged out.
Maybe has hit a wall.
Keep warm, Reggie. You never know when I might need you.
Do you hear the city, Fabian? It's waiting there for you.
Reggie was never the sharpest tool in the shed, but something had made him even worse than usual. Not the best conversationalist. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I didn't see the point in confusing things.
Well,
What secrets are we keeping?
then I can get it back when I bite him afterwards. When wisdom overflows, you got to mop up. Stream in the forest, silent, no babble. The door, the apartment, Murder a burglar with a knife.
I know I saw it. It was.
That's a solid block, Reggie, my friend.
Someone has put a compulsion on you. Huh. Now that wasn't memory loss. That was a solid block. Someone had used kindred juju to seal Reggie's mouth.
Yep.
I wouldn't get anything from him, but I did know someone strong-willed had done this.
Reggie, old pal, moment of your time?
It's a fine night, Mr. Fabian.
Mm-hmm.
A night of
Yep.
beauty.
We had this.
Just a little moment of bliss?
Yeah.
To spice up your night?
A little drinky.
Sharing
Drinky poo?
is the route to nirvana.
Yep, definitely. Let's go to Nirvana together. Nirvana, Nirvana.
Oh, that is exactly what I wanted. Have a good night, Reggie.
Become one with the heartbeat of the city, detective.
Thank you. So I guess we need to go there now. So he knows there's a strong vampire, and if it's the same murderer, everyone keeps saying he's a mortal guy, he's a mortal guy. Like, then how is he doing that? And he goes, what's done in the day? You just like to frame it. How strong he is, he can't be mortal. Oh!
As the world outside quiets down and the darkness comes out to play, Bed of Night is here to keep you company
This is
all
my place.
night long. Whether you're winding down from a long day or just beginning your nocturnal adventures, let my voice be your sanctuary, dear
Expected to be my
listener.
place.
A haven for all the mysteries Seattle is hiding away.
See what her mysteries are, shall we?
First caller, are you up past your bedtime or did you wake up just for me?
To be honest, Bet, I'd love to be sleeping right now, but I just can't. I'm too upset.
Set of what?
What's got you so upset, caller?
Well, normally I'm on video chat with my boyfriend all night until I fall asleep, but oh, Bet, it's so embarrassing.
You don't know he's been
Did
killed,
you
is
catch
he?
him cheating on you, caller? A story as familiar
he
as
thinks
the
he's cheating?
rising sun.
I wish I had. That would have been, I don't know, more expected.
What now?
Jake lives in the U district, and usually we talk for hours every night. But lately he said he's busy with a new project.
Oh.
And does this new project
Is
have
he
a
the
name
killer?
and come hither lips?
Oh, I don't know, Bet. I started getting suspicious, so I made some fake accounts on social media and started messaging him, you know, trying to flirt with him.
Oh, I see. Was he receptive to your advances?
No, he wasn't. All he would talk about was some online game that he was playing.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
I'm sorry, caller.
That's it?
I think you've lost me.
Don't you get it? No one would rather play a game than talk to girls.
What?
I even asked him if he could send me his pictures, thinking he'll take the bait, but he just sent me his big badass avatar in a long coat. I would rather have him cheating on me than do that.
Wow.
Well, seems like he's into that kind of dark fantasy. Next caller. What's your deepest
Seriously?
desire?
What to do with the murder then?
Besides taking you on a steaming hot date, Bet, I guess I want to be taken more seriously at work.
You must really love your job if that is your deepest desire, caller.
What can I say? I'm a passionate guy. I have a lot to say, lot to offer. But my boss, he just doesn't want to give me what I need so I can do my thing, you know?
What is it you do for a living, caller?
What don't I do? Yeah, that's a terrible line.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I suppose you could call me a personal assistant.
And
Secretary?
your boss isn't providing you with what? Clear instructions? Reimbursement? Praise?
No, nothing like that. It's hard to explain. I could do so much more for him if he'd bring me into his inner circle, to the real power players in the city.
Like what?
I just want the chance to prove myself, Bet.
Maybe you're just not suited to this career, caller. But good luck out there.
Yeah.
It's getting a little steamy in my studio. While I strip down and cool off, let's take a break to hear from our sponsor.
At Full Moon
wow.
Fitness, we
Alright.
want to cater to your inner peace.
So did he move into this place after this happened then? Or am I in the wrong place? Huh. That is my place. Is this, you moved into after whatever this happened?
Maybe Dale used it to scope out heavenly bodies. This place used to belong to my old friend Dale. Used
wow.
to being the key words here.
That's weird. It's like sunk. Oh, I forgot it or not. So after you released left a dead cat, listen up with Fabian's cat then.
Dale did like to cook, as the youth seem to call it. Made some of his own recipes, bought in others.
I guess because police cut out how you got it. Why did you stay anywhere to murder?
Lotions and potions. Most I recognized, but one stood out.
I thought this
had
was
never
his.
seen it before, and I thought I was down with the street trade. Had Dale whipped up? Either Dale was paranoid, or he had guests who didn't like sunlight. I was guessing the former.
Yeah, this guy worked for vampires.
Estrogen. Caution, do not take if male. Well, what Dale wanted to put in his own body was entirely his own business. It was a Bible. Never took Dale for the religious type, but then I've heard some substances take mortals closer to God. I got the fascination with spirit boards, but always wondered, what if the ghosts never learned to write?
Like, I want to communicate with you, but I can't read it, I can't write back.
If you could say one thing for the man, it's that he had an eclectic taste in clothes.
Yeah, I thought this apartment was Fabian's the whole time. Apparently he moved in after this bloody murder. Probably gonna have to pay nothing.
Cute kids. Though I do hear twins are a real handful.
Oh! Wait, no, she's schizophrenic. Fudge! I was going to say, was that an Easter egg for the original Bloodlines game with the twins, but then I thought they ended up not being twins, did they? They were schizophrenic. They were inside the same head, basically. But it's a painting, so maybe he painted them as twins because they had the split personality. So maybe it is an Easter egg. So yeah, he moves into this place and doesn't really move anything. Because this is a bit like when Fabian's in it. Or the alternative is he sees this and the next night or two. No, they're banging this door, aren't they? Wait a minute, they're banging on this door. Or was it a different apartment then? I didn't realise it, because I assumed it was just cleaner. I was trying to think. Because what I was originally, my channel thought originally was that he didn't own this apartment, this happened, and a couple of nights later he ends up finding fire, and then he sends him here because he knows the police won't be involved anymore because they've moved on from it, and no one else because the guy's dead. That's what I was thinking. Because we've seen this guy in the apartment before. He was behind a desk, wasn't he? So I think it was a different apartment to this. Yeah, it's the police station, isn't it? His apartment, the police station's his apartment. And he probably moved here because of fire and stuff. Got two things there. Is that the last things I need to look at?
Huh. Maybe some sort of ancestral heirloom. Or Dale had been drunk at a flea market. Or rebar, huh? You weren't looking too well there,
There's
buddy.
the cross. What is head? So I think that literally fell through there. So when I could grab that, it did literally fall through it, but it bugged. Not like he uses these much, to be fair. And it could be that 5 thing anyway. It was giving me these maxed out. Maybe 5's max. Okay, so have a look at our notes. What we got new, because his is a bit easier to stay on top of, aren't they? When he adds a little bit to him. Okay, Dell was a dealer of thin blood, alchemic, concoctions, and sometimes a maker. He wasn't Finnblood himself, so I'm not real sure on how he managed that setup. He was a ghoul, but I'm not sure who's ghoul. Okay. Charlie worked for Campbell as his gatherer of information and his enforcer. You think Benny was the one dishing out punishment, the public one, sure, but Charlie was the knife in the dark. Yeah, the one who kills you when you break the masquerade. He didn't take to me at all. I think maybe because I worked for Benny, or maybe because I was something from the old days, and he was a man with a chip on his shoulder. He cooperated when he needed to, but there was always a price. Reggie was one of the handful of people I knew who were good to spare me a drink. I'm no Ventura, but I do have a preference for those who don't get so excited about the whole process. He also kept his eyes out for me on the comings and goings in Pioneer Square. I could drop it into him for information, so long as I could make him understand what I was looking for. He was almost reliable. That is until someone placed a blocker in his mind. It was worrying. Sophia and I always got on right back since the Gilda introduced us at Rosalind's party. Guess because we both like puzzles, exciting gadgets, and wild theories. Isaac was a Nostradamus. He was the court's secret keeper back in the 1920s. Shy kind of guy, didn't get out much, but he could use that to describe most Nostradamus. Back in the 1920s, the Carmela sheriff was Hector. He was always my boss as far as the court was concerned. I helped him keep the masquerade under wraps. Oops, sorry, not the table. Those on the mic or not. I'll read that out again just in case. I helped him keep Masquerade under wraps. My sire, Gideon, was a bit of a mind reader, and he told me that Hector was worried about a girl, which was interesting. Hector didn't want to talk to me about it. Okay, not many. Sakatogo, have you said it? The Rebar Killer. The first surface in the 1920s, where they've taken out a cigarette girl, Marley, and then decapitated Prince Rosalind, where we all stood nearby at a party. And 20s. See, to me, it's a vampire party, and you took out arguably the strongest vampire in the city. I say arguably because, of course, the sisters, the actual. Well, they both shared it, didn't they? But still, that's why part of me leaning to that. Yeah, but then her body was there. Part of me was originally leaning to she was the one behind it and she faked her death, but how'd you fake it when the vampires can smell you and all that stuff and her head was ripped off? It'd be some kind of cool thing if it turns out to be her in somehow, I don't know how, they'll make it make sense to be her, you know, and tricked all the other vampires. But that was my theory until we found her. It would be a complete twist if it is her somehow, and they can explain and make it make sense how she tricked everyone, considering she had her head ripped off. Maybe you have to take the body, reattach it, and then they come back to life. I don't know, it's a house yet, I don't know. Anyway, it seems Harry Barkill had taken a long sleep and now was in action once again. In 2024, they killed both Pandora and Verona's sister, Ravine. In the 1920s, the evidence was clear. Rebarb through the body and the head torn off. The killer had set up Marl's death scene during daylight hours and so had to be mortal. See, but how did they do it so fast? To me, it's not mortal. Like, sure, I guess, and they're inside. That's what I don't get with that part. It's got to be more because it's done in daylight hours. Yeah, you're the sun that burns you. I get that. But they're inside that bloody building. I didn't even see any windows in there. Like, he could have basically waited, gone in at night, hid himself, because again, it's not like vampires can't go into the shadows. Like it does all the time. Waited to that time period, come out, killed her, and went in the shadows and hid himself in the building, and then when it came night time again, then left. Isn't it? It could be an attic for crying out all he was hiding in. Just how quick he did it. Like, that's the part I don't get. They keep focusing on that. Well, it was done daylight house, so he has to be mortal. to me, yes, the vampires are generally sleeping then because it's daylight, but I think you don't have to. You know, you go out, do this, then go back upstairs and sleep, and then after for a while. Or maybe, I don't know, could be a crazy thing. You know, he wears a full-on hood, glasses, and maybe even a mask, like a masquerade mask. It's called the bloody vampire masquerade after all. To have his skin completely covered while he's in the daylight. To leave. And also as he leaves, he's wiping people's memories. So they're like, what are you wearing, mate? And his memory's wiped. Like, that's the part that annoys me the most. This one. The focus on, it was daylight, it's got to be mortal. Like, the other things don't say that, how strong it is. Lost my spot, could have moved it. There. That's what annoys me with that, it doesn't make sense to me. Because mortal, yes, if you're ghoul, you're technically mortal, but still. The strong is being able to shove rebobs into people and yank them out into the concrete, because some of them are strictly concrete. I don't think so. 1920s, it was rumoured to be the work of a vampire hunter called, again I can butcher the name, Santacango. Their signature move was leaving that metal cross, called either the Cross or the Sword of St. James. Either the Cross, or I was reading it as one sentence, like, take the or out of it, so I read it, called either the Cross, the Sword of St. James. I mean, it's the Cross or the Sword of St. James. So I was like, that's one thing, where's the or part for? Where's the either part? It's the Cross or the Sword of St. James. Santagargo feared among the kindred at the beginning of the 20th century and cleaned out New Orleans and San Francisco, acting for the Society of Leopard as soldiers of Christ. The evidence was the killer was mortal. See there again, focus on mortal. Holder supported Santagargo theory. In the 2020s, it was more complicated. The killer was definitely strong, no doubt about that. Head ripped off. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't see him anymore. They're some kind of vampire that is immune to sunlight or is covered up in white people's memories, but blockers on them when they see them. And you'd have hiding there in plain sight, like in the attic or something, to do his job and get back into it so quick, or he's leaving, like I said, fully covered up or something, and anyone sees him, you said nothing, this is blocked. Gideon, well, fetch, moved again. Stop having. Gideon was Messiah as a muzzle detective, got caught up in the wild conspiracy theory of vampires and werewolves, and it turned out to be true. He was the one who spoke up for me when others said I knew too much. He argued that my place in the PD made me useful to the court. He's got the skill of lifting surface thoughts from the mind of others, which can be my uncanny. I've inherited a little bit of it, but he was a master. That's when he touched the items. He and Safir always got on, even spent time finishing each other's sentences. Trauma and Margaret outcast together, I guess. Moved again. Miss Emerus was co-prince of Seattle back in the 1920s alongside Lou Graham. She had eyes and ears out in the city, including the cigarette girl in Moran's girl Maria, the first victim of the Rhubarb killer. She was the one that killed Wandrew. She shared a sire with Lou Graham, and the two had taken power together after he was destroyed back at the end of the previous century. Maybe that pictures of them two. There was rumours that she was blood bonded to Lou. She was herself destroyed by the hunter Sakatengo at her New Year's party in 1924 to 1925. Also, we thought at the time. Why did we throw that sentence in there? We thought at the time. That implies that she survived. And if that's the case, and she survived that, my theory of her, I feel they slipped up on that there. Because what else gives us that information right now? Because that supports my theory of she's the one behind everything. Because if she go through that and survive, then why is she not out there doing this still? In other words, she faked what happened to her. Why did they put that in there? When my sire first introduced me to the court, Lu held sway across Seattle in both the mortal and kingdom world. She had an empire of pleasure houses and other dens of inquiry, and had the politicians and wealthy be the bulls. What? And held the politicians and wealthy by the bull. Okay, makes more sense. I said had them by the bulls. That we mean she held them. So, yeah, had to held the same word basically. But you know what I'm saying. Basically, she got them by the bulls. She doesn't have to do what she wants, or blackmail, or kill them, or something. So to speak, she was prince of our city along with her sister, Prince Rosalind Emerson. She scared the willies out of me. Why is she talking about balls and willies all the time? Obviously, willies is. I know what that means. I would like to say it's a British word, a British term. But I wouldn't want to say that and then, like, you know, oh, Americans say that all the time. No, Canadians say it, you know, etc. But yeah, I've never really heard Tiffy say the willies before. Maybe it is. Put in the comments if it is a British term. So think about it. I don't remember her ever saying it. Maybe I need to say it around some point. It'll have to make logical sense. But basically, the willies, you know, you're really scared. That's what it said. It scared the willies out of you. It's really scared. Maybe I have to say that around Tiffy. But how would I use this sentence to make logical sense? I can't say, you scared I scared the willies out of you just. I guess if we go, it just jumps. I scared the willies out of you. Well, half the time I try to do that, she doesn't jump anyway, so. I don't know. I could just directly ask her. Ooh, we're at 26 minutes, okay. Why she ruled together with the other prince? I have no idea. There were rumours of bloodbound. Anything else on this speech? Read in this episode. Okay, how much more is it? 2. Okay, we'll read these next episode, and that's hopefully they're not too long, so about 10 minutes of reading, and then we'll get into the episode. So, subscribe. Just everyone have a good day. Bye.